Man, I still forgot to stop at Aldi and get myself some pickles. Yep. Nope. I would have needed to go to Walmart. Well, anyway. Tell me, doctor, where are we going this time? Is it the 50s or 1999? Well, let's just take off and see where we end up. Nope. No grease. No Vaseline. So I'm going to stand up. Greetings, fellow watchers and racers. Even Mel's in the house over on the horizontal stream. We got Gusto counting down. How y'all doing? Woo! Anybody get that reference right there? All right, we're gonna give it away. Remember that movie, Ready Player One? How cool would it be if we were at that particular stage? No. Let me see. What are we looking for? We're looking for something. I'm looking for something. I don't know what I'm looking for, but I'm looking for something. Oh. Ding 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 ding. We need to set up the wheel camera. Yeah, the camera and the computer are talking about something. They're always talking about something. I don't know what they're talking about. But maybe one of these days, if I learn to speak the computer language, I can figure out exactly what they're saying. Are you on? I don't think so. Why don't you turn on? Maybe put it on the wrong wheel. Use the group 3 wheel. We'll figure it out. Demo! Demo's in the house. Demo's in the house. Well, it's not Thursday, so we're not doing the first challenge. I don't I don't have it in me to push because I've been working all night and all day, and I got home and I had some barbecue and macaroni and cheese, and I still forgot. Oh yeah, I forgot to have my dessert, which is gonna have some vanilla ice cream and apple pie. So I can go to switch the screen because the echo's gone. Hold on. Let's do this. Caught up in the rapture alone. Nothing else can compare. When I feel the magic of you, I got the wrong shoes on. We stand side by side through the storms of life pass us by. Like my life, oh my heart. Say tonight will be just the start. I love you ever me, baby. You let my love fly free. Come on, come on. There you go. There you go. For all time. It's kind of weird to be using a Porsche instead of a Beetle. Yeah, put the Beetle on the track, but why not? It's not like Fanatec makes a VW wheel. Well, when we play Gran Turismo, we pray to the car gods. That would be the people who created Gran Turismo. But do you really want to? Do you really want to pray? Do we really want to pray to Cass? You grab the steering wheel, you go, Cass, thank you for creating Gran Turismo. Up, down, throttle, and there you go. You can say thanks to God for creating Cass and eventually getting us. There it is. Quite quick, simple. All right. Yeah, we don't need this anymore because I've already made the thumbnail. We can close that. And wait. Oh wait, hold on. We ain't done yet because in honor of Mr. And if you don't know who Hugh Hattrick is, oh, you say we're gonna find out. Somebody's making noise on the outside of my windows. I mean, let's go. Let me see. Let's do this. Let's use this one. Let's go find Hugh. hat trick. It should be on my channel though. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, see, I use these to imagine that I'm not alone. I go here to imagine that I'm not alone. Because sometimes I'm in a house. I just feel, it just feels weird. It's like I feel alone. So I just imagine that I'm sleeping with a beautiful woman. And, she's in her birthday suit with a bikini on. And I just imagine that we're sleeping. She's working and I'm working and we just sleep together. Sometimes I just go turn everything off, just completely unplug. We're looking for the. Let's see if it's in here. Is it in here? We may have to go and find Hugh Hetrick. Let's see then. Where's Hugh Hetrick? We gotta go find Hugh Hetrick. There he is. So I wonder. Should be able to get the audio on. Let's check and see. All right. There we go.
Here at Bathurst in the coast, my very special guest, Basic Ollie,
This is 4 years ago.
Rabbits, Josh,
So
go
and support
Hugh
Hetrick.
back on the show.
Check him out.
Drive fast.
Just you over there by yourself on the vertical stream. Well, you can be a mod.
Good evening, everyone, or good morning, or even good afternoon. You are watching the Car Sim and Race Driver Show, and tonight we have probably one of the most requested guests of anywhere that we've ever had on the show before. It is William.
I've seen him do that.
Greetings, fellow watchers and racers. Hello, Mr. Hetrick.
Yes.
All right, I'm
now,
going to mute my mic.
Told that anything could happen and to expect the unexpected. And your shows are completely unique. Now, I have seen one or two. You did a video that I watched recently of showing us your studio and how everything was all set out and all your setups. And it looks absolutely amazing. But as I ask all of our guests on the show, we start with, how did your love for sim racing and racing games begin?
Well, actually, that would be around the very first time. You know what? It's a good question because as I watched some of the other interviews, I thought about that very question myself, just in case, I was going to be asked that. So I was trying to figure out, when did it start? My love for cars has always been around, but I can't say that there was necessarily a love for racing. I'm 49 years old, so have the first race I ever went to was here in my hometown of Georgia at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. So that's the first race I ever went to, and it was a NASCAR race.
Wow.
But it got rained out, so we had to come back. And when we actually came back, unfortunately, it was a race in which one of the guys, they had such a bad crash that he lost his life. So I was too young because it was back in 1984. So as far as when I actually got into racing, probably didn't happen until video games. And I would have to say that maybe it was probably, I guess it depends on, yeah, Need for Speed. I would say it's probably Need for Speed. No, it may even go back to Outrun. No, Outrun. I guess it would have to be Outrun in the arcade games. Yeah. Do you remember the video game Outrun? Outrun?
Yes, that's the one that always had the kind of big voice that came, time extension, when you went flying past certain times.
It was kind of like racing on the streets.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was arcade games. So yeah, I would say it started maybe way back then, and then of course with the video games with like Sega Genesis, and of course video games like that. Some of the video games that would come out. There used to be a video game called Test Drive, and I actually think it actually had the images of a real car on it, but it was kind of hokey. It wasn't really all that fun. And then of course Need for Speed. When Need for Speed came out, I would probably say it got into that. And then of course when Gran Turismo came out, the very first one, I was probably one, at least in my area, I was probably one of the very first kids to play that game and fell in love with it. Because as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, this is different than any other racing game that has ever come around. I mean, at least for a console game. I wasn't aware of PC stuff at the time. So The original Gran Turismo was probably when I really got into it.
Yeah, because it was quite an amazing game. I mean, I remember my good friend Jonathan. He got his PlayStation 1 before me, and he says, "You've got to get this game. You've got to get this game." And so I bought my first copy of Gran Turismo, and it was fantastic because all the tracks, the cars, what you could do with them, and competing, trying to get your car faster, and it was just you could play it for hours and hours and hours on end. It was quite a thing. So then, how did that develop? Did you always get Gran Turismo every kind of version that came out and things like that?
Well, with my life and the way it was, I can't even remember when the original Gran Turismo first came out. So I had Gran Turismo 1, of course, Gran Turismo 2, Gran Turismo 3,
Uh-huh.
and I have Gran Turismo 4. And then but that was always just racing the computer. Racing the game itself, racing the AI. That's all that was. As far as like getting to racing and competitively, I completely missed Gran Turismo 5 and 6 because I had some other things that I wanted to take care of. And it was around that time where I stopped playing video games pretty much kind of altogether. But every now and then I would jump on Gran Turismo A Spec because that was my favorite one. And it's got the Seattle circuit in it, and I used to always like to drive the Hyundai. I forget what the name of the car was, but I think it was a Hyundai. It was one of the Hyundai race cars. I used to
All
always
right.
just get on the track and just go slow around the track and then just go faster and faster and faster until I couldn't get my time any faster. So like I said, I completely missed 5 and 6. And
Uh-huh.
I completely missed 5 and 6. I had bought the PlayStation 3 with Gran Turismo 6, but I found out that PlayStation 4 was getting ready to come out, and I was kind of figuring that there was going to be another Gran Turismo. So I didn't keep it. I sent it back, and I just decided to wait. And when I first got
Now this is actually a rain suit.
Do you hear that?
So this, I actually had many of them. I got it from a company called East Bay. I don't know if East Bay is still around, but I actually got it from a company called East Bay. I think they got their logo on here. Yeah, they got their logo on there. I don't know if y'all can see that.
East Bay.
I don't know if they're still around, but and this is not sponsored by East Bay. I'm not doing that. I'm just showing y'all. This is the one because I like different colors. I like to match. So this is the one with the yellow on it. I still have but the pants are not in here because I keep it in the van. That whole white suit, that whole suit, I still have. So if it's gonna be pouring down raining, for instance, like if it was pouring down raining today, and I had like some food or something, I could take this and put it on, right, over this, because it's in the van. It's in the back of the van. So the whole suit, but the white one is in the van with the pants and everything because they got the pants on. So I just paused that to show y'all at least I still got it. I still wear it. Anyway.
Gran Turismo, when I found when Gran Turismo 4, I'm sorry, when PlayStation 4 finally came out, and then Gran Turismo came out, I actually was playing Project Cars
Oh yeah,
because
yeah.
when I first played Gran Turismo, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I'm like, because I had been playing Project Cars and I liked the way it looked. I liked the way the feet. I liked the way it felt. I liked the way it sounded. I liked all the different camera angles. And then when Gran Turismo 7 came out, I didn't really like it all that much. I
Hmm.
didn't. And then I found out that Lewis Hamilton was attached to it. And then I
Yeah.
decided to give it a second try. And then after that, I started to learn a little bit more about the game. And I was like, oh, okay, now I like this.
Yeah.
Now I like
Yeah.
it. So it took a while though before I think it was about a year after I actually got the game before I actually went online because I was like, I am not doing that because I got to get used
I'm
to
gonna
the
go
track.
fix my
I
I'm
have
gonna go
no
warm up
idea
my
what's
leftover
going to
apple pie
happen. I
and
mean,
put some
there's
ice cream
the
in there.
fear factor. I'm like,
Once I finish eating
no,
it, we'll probably
no,
open
I
a
am
lot more.
not driving any real people online. That's just not going to happen. So I think it took maybe about a year before I even did that. And then when I finally did it, I mean, my heart was literally going,
Uh, uh,
when that first online race, I was just scared. I mean, literally just scared. I don't know why, because it's not like you're driving a real car. And I drive a real car for a living. I drive for a living. So I would think I was probably more terrified doing that than actually going out there in the real world.
just for the sake, what kind of car do you drive? You see, you drive for a living.
Actually, I drive two vehicles. I have Chevrolet Malibu Turbo, and I also have a Toyota Sienna SE. So as you can see, I'm into performance vehicles. I have a heavy foot. With my age, you learn, but I have a heavy foot. I've gotten a few tickets. Don't tell my mother, but she kind of already knows.
Oh, that's fantastic. And so, what have been now that you've been doing multiplayer on Gran Turismo Sport for a while? What's kind of been your best results and your kind of most your kind of favorite combinations?
Even before this interview, I've always wondered, do I have a favorite car on the game? Yeah. As far as performance wise, no, but as far as like just in my real life, I've liked Mustang GT since I was a kid. My
Yeah.
cousin bought one back in 1986 because he had just went into the army and he had just bought a brand new Mustang GT 1986 and he had it shipped over to Germany. And I actually remember him telling me that he and back then for some reason Ford decided to only put 85 on the dash. I don't understand why they would do that.
Yeah.
It was either 85 or 95, but for some reason, and he said he was racing a Porsche on the autobahn and he broke the speedometer. It was
I'm
hilarious.
surprised.
But I've always liked Mustang, so I would have to say the Mustang is probably my favorite car because I just have a bias because I like Mustangs. So the Mustang GT. But as far as performance, I can't say I really have one, and I can't say I really have a favorite track. I just don't.
You just like to play everything and all the ones that come up.
Pretty
But
much, yeah. I don't have a bias really towards any track. It's kind of like somebody say, you know what? Well, I didn't like that movie. It was crazy. I didn't like it. It was stupid. Because most people don't like movies because they don't fit their expectations. So usually, what I do with movies, I'll watch the movie first, and of course, you have your expectations. But then I make myself watch it again because I try to watch it from then. What are they trying to show me? So I do
yeah,
the same thing with the game. I do the same thing with the game. If somebody, I hear people complaining about combos and all this all the time. Oh, why they got to play? Why they got to do road cars? I'm like, do know that road cars were the first race cars, right? Why would you
yeah,
even complain about that?
yeah,
So whatever combination they put on there, I usually will do it unless, of course, I'm feeling it's just going to be boring. Like for instance, the special, I think it was last week, Special Stage X.
oh
That's
yeah,
yeah, that's just kind of boring. I figure, that's
yeah,
just boring.
yeah, yeah.
That's just boring.
I have to say, I never tried that one. I avoided it. It just didn't
Really?
look that much fun. Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought I
I can
can't even
understand
bother
that.
that. But I quite like Group Four, and I'm getting a little bit better at Group Three.
Yeah.
But yeah, but no, and I quite like the road cars. For example, this week the Autopolis, no, Dragon Trail Gardens, and the Clios and the Golfs. They were quite fun. The racing's kind of crazy,
Uh huh.
lots of dive bombs and all sorts of dodgy moves, but it's quite fun. But yeah, now I see you've got some fantastic equipment there. You've got your Fanatec wheel and all that, and a great setup. So do you play kind of PC games as well, or is it mainly GT Sport?
Right now, I only have time to play only a couple of games because I have other projects that I do in my life. I mean, there's my main job, which basically lasts from about 5 in the morning until I start work from the moment I get up, and I'm not done until I get back home because of what I do. So
Ah,
that's between 5 and 3, and that's if I get home at 3. But as I can say, I sometimes I can get home much later. Like yesterday, I got home much later, and I was like, "Uh oh, if the same thing happens tomorrow, I might miss the interview." So I was watching the clock, and I told you I would like let you know if something happens. So I have other projects that are going on right now that I need to complete. So I do. I actually bought a gaming PC specifically to do some more racing, but unlike Gran Turismo, other games require a little bit more time because sometimes you have to. Their simulation accuracy is a bit higher than Gran Turismo, which means that there's a lot more that you have to put into the game as far as time and like learning setups and stuff like that. I just don't have the time for it. Gran Turismo is fun because mostly it's just BOP. You can jump in and just go racing. You don't have to work. Like for instance, Assetto Corsa Competizione, you have to learn about setups in order to get the car
yeah,
right. So I just don't
yeah.
have the time for that right now, which is why I don't play the game that much, which is crazy because I've got both versions. I've got the PS4 version and I've got the PC version. So I've
Hmm.
kind of wasted money.
Well, that's what I've done as well, though, because that's what I was doing ACC on PS4
Yeah.
until I was convinced. They kind of dragged me onto a PC and said, you've got to play it on PC. So, literally, this week, I've had my PC set up and sorted out.
Yeah.
So, I've had my first ACC community race last night, which was great fun. Now, we've got lots of questions and lots of people in the chat, which is fantastic. They've come from all over the world to support you here at Podium. So let me go to some of the first questions from Richie Johnson. What started you into streaming?
There's nothing like
yes, Dead-Eye Delboy. I mentioned your
frozen
name,
apple
and that is how
pies
I learned of you.
and some
Love
fries
your
with
streams
vanilla
and
ice
your
cream.
personality. But what got you into streaming?
Let me see. Who would I say inspired me to stream? I'm going to say it's a combination of people, because the very first live streamer that I had contact with was Key25.
Oh, really?
He was the very first person I had contact with. Now, the very first, I think, let me see. When I went looking for information about like other games, like for instance, I was like, ooh, I want to know what this game is about. So I'll go to YouTube and put in whatever game and then put gameplay so I can see what it's about. And then when I put in Gran Turismo, certain things start popping up. I think the first person I ever saw was Jimmy Broadbent. And Jimmy was probably the first streamer's video that I actually saw, and the way he commentated and everything like that. Yeah, I became a Jimmy fan right away. And then of course there's Super GT, who I thought when I first heard his voice that maybe he was about 57,000 years old, because he's young, but he's got that old mature British voice. And you're surprised when you find out he's much younger than his voice sounds. So I mean, there's him. And then of course, like I say, Key25, start watching him. And then of course there was Z28 Gaming over here in America. The reason that I started was because I liked racing and I wanted to learn from people. That's one of the reasons why. And then of course there's Tidsney, also heard about him because Super GT mentioned him. So I started learning about people. But I also heard about Z28 Gaming, who is here in America, and I didn't know that he had competed in the World Tour for Gran Turismo. So there weren't a lot of American streamers that were as well known as the guys overseas. So I was like, I wouldn't mind trying that out. I wouldn't mind trying it out. So as I started to get better at the game, I decided, you know what? Let's dip my foot into this cold water, and if my toe.
For those of you who don't know, I'm sitting here eating. I'm literally sitting here eating Brian's ice cream. But I just went to go check something, and lo and behold, formerly Z28 Gaming is he's back. He's back as he's Z28. He's back. He's live streaming right now, so you can go check him out. It's like he's time traveling right now at Willow Springs. So when I finish this, I may, like I said, we'll do some BoB practice, and then we'll go watch Coach Z. So anyway, we'll finish this.
Freezes, I'll bring it back out, But I decided to give it a shot. I said, you know what? I just want to play and talk to people and learn, and then just see what happens. And that's how I got started. Because Z28, right around the time that I got started, he pulled away for a little bit. He pulled away for a little bit. So there was really not many other people except for maybe Eric GTR 3213. He's an American who also went to the World Tour, but he wasn't streaming as much anymore. So there weren't many Americans. So it wasn't necessarily an arrogant pride thing. It was more like a friendly competitive thing. So I was like, you know what? If there are not that many American streamers, why not just jump in there and try to see if I can get good at it? And maybe I'll try. And I started talking and sending messages to Z28 Gaming to try to see if I could learn from him. As a matter of fact, don't tell anyone, but I'm the reason that he's back.
All right. Fantastic. He is very good. I remember going into one of his streams where you could join up, and he would give you tips on your lines and what kind of speeds you should be doing, or track times you should be doing at Laguna Seca and places like that. And I remember when you did a lap guide of Suzuka, I think for Group 3, and I managed to get my time under the barrier that he had set because I watched his turn-in points and all the kind of things he was putting out there, which was really, really helpful. I've never been able to do it since.
He's fast and he's very good. So I figure, well, if he's not streaming anymore, I said, you know what? There was a big part of me that wanted his audience. I'm like, well, if you're not going to stream anymore, tell your people to come to me.
Is that?
But I'm like, I would never do that. I guess I kind of just did.
So that's the thing. Oh, a bit of competition's it's no bad thing at all. Now we've got a great question from Sir Max Turbo. If you had a chance to race in any racing series, so GT, F1, NASCAR, Indy, or Rally, what would it be?
There was a time when I actually thought about doing NASCAR, but I
Oh,
kind of realized I would be very bored going around in circles left all the time. Now don't get me wrong, I love my NASCAR, but I'd much rather watch it and be at the race than going left all the time. I'm a left and right guy, so if
yeah,
I had to do any kind of racing, I would probably be F1.
yeah,
It
yeah.
would F1 or either Indy.
Aye. Yeah,
Yeah,
because it's pretty competitive, isn't it? And you get some really good races and lots of quite, especially in IndyCar, some really challenging tracks as well, with very little runoff and pretty dangerous.
yeah.
So it is quite a thing. That
Hmm.
so what would you say has been some of your most memorable moments in playing GT Sport? If you what either good or bad, tell us a lot.
Good or bad? Let me see. I've got some. I've got. We have. we have. We have a saying, and we have a group called the Knights of the Podium in my Discord. And one of the lines in it that you have to, in order to become a knight, you have to do certain things that we don't reveal because we want people to do them without knowing that they're doing them in order to become a knight of the podium. It's a very rare thing. In order to become a knight of the podium, you have to do things that we will not tell you what you have to do. You have to kind of figure it out. It's there what you have to do, but you have to figure it out. So one of the lines that the queen that we have, that's the Lady Tara Black.
Oh
She's the
yes,
queen
yeah.
of the chat.
Uh-huh.
She has an accolade process, and one of the lines in there is remember these four words: baseball bat and tree. So there have been times where I'll be chasing a ghost, trying to get faster, trying to figure out what they're doing, and when I can't figure it out, and then I keep looking at the clock, and 19 hours have gone by. Yeah, there are moments where I, instead of tearing up my equipment, like throwing, some people throw stuff at the screen. Yeah, I have a baseball bat, an aluminum baseball bat. That baseball bat is dented to the point to where you would probably wonder if it's a baseball bat. And there's a tree outside my house. It visits me at night because that's where I took out all my frustrations out on the tree. So the tree visits me at night to remind me that it's out there. And I wake up, because the tree gets mad at me for going out and beating it up with my baseball bat. Trees have feelings. Now, as far as like one of my best experiences just recently happened because I just won my first FIA race on a high level. I won one before, but it only happened because it was back before they changed the penalty system and your SR could fly way down very, very fast. So I
Yeah,
got shot down to like I think I was A plus, but my SR was like C.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it was kind of easy for me to win that race. I was happy, but it didn't have the same emotion as the one that I just won. I think it was either last Wednesday or 2 Wednesdays ago, but I made a video about it. But
Uh-huh.
that was probably my best moment right there.
Ah,
My
fantastic.
favorite moment right there.
Yeah. And just to let everybody know, we've got your YouTube channel description, channel link in the description below. So if you're not already subscribed to Podium's channel, there's no excuse because the Podium's channel link is in the description below, which is fantastic. So
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 if
there we
you
go.
don't like the content, what is wrong with you? I'm a very good entertainer. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, no, it's great fun. It's great fun. Now, I'll quickly ask a question because one of our chat members, Rumar, had said, "Have you ever played Burnout Paradise City?"
No, I haven't.
Ah,
Nope.
that's the thing. And now,
I've seen it, but I've never played it. I've never played it.
yeah, because I know that was a pretty popular one. And we have also got another question about GT7. What would you like to see in the new game that's coming out on PS5 that's not in the current one?
Hmm. There's a number of things, but I won't go through the whole list. The first thing that popped into my head, make sure, make sure. Oh, come on, come on, come on, work with me. There you go. Make sure that they have the software that can read this wheel. This wheel, all Fanatec gear. That is the main
Yeah,
thing that I want because I want to be able, because if they're going to do the online racing again, I want to be able to have the function. I want to be able to map my wheel. I mean, I want to be able to do that. I mean, come on, they've got the ability. Please make sure you make the wheel software compatible with Fanatec, Thrustmaster, whoever. So that, I mean, because I have a Thrustmaster wheel also. I've got a TGT, and I'm more than likely going to get that SF1000 wheel when it comes out and put it on there. So I want to be able to map. I want to be able to use the wheels so that I can map my wheels, map my buttons wherever I want them, brake balance, fuel mapping, all of that stuff. So that's definitely one thing I definitely want them to have. Right at the moment I can't think of anything, but if I do before the interview finishes, then yes, I will let you know.
Well, that's enough of that. Like I said, if you want to go check it out, you can go to Hugh Patrick's channel. But I finished my ice cream and pie I had left over. But if you want to watch the rest of that, you can go to Hugh Patrick's channel. It's on my channel too, but I said go show Hugh some love because that's one of the things that he was doing. He's interviewed a lot of racers, a lot of sim racers, to find out what they've done. So, but think about it if you get a chance. Real quick, let's go see Coach Z. There he is. So there he is. Z, yep. He changed it again.
There we go.
There he is. So
Decent. Z, long time no see. Happy New Year to you, B-Nut. Happy.
I'm gonna open up a quick BoB lobby. Just do just a little bit of racing, just to get a little content. Because, like I said, I got home late. I mean, I kept looking at the clock and like, man, time is just flying by so fast. Good grief. So there we go. So I'm gonna open up a quick BoB lobby, just so we can get some more practice, and then a few minutes just to get some more practice. Because I think we'll probably use the settings, and I'll make a little short. Oh, it's already there. There we go. So I can make a little short about hey, go to the channel. These are the settings that we're going to use for the 66, but like I said, we'll be able to I'll be able to put a limit on it, like because I think it'll be 118, 100, something like that. And that's if people are able to get to 66. I mean, because hey, if you can't get to 66, then at least get the Samba bus and use that because it is the Battle of Beatles and the Battle of Beatles and buses, and you can tune the bus too. You just have to. You got to realize the bus is going to have a higher center of gravity, so it won't handle. It won't handle. It wouldn't handle as well as the Beetle is. You can be pushing a lot more air, and that's assuming. That's assuming that they. That's assuming that they've compensated for wind resistance actually inside the game. How cool would that be? Well, and of course they have because they got the slipstream. Oh man, it's sold out. They would do that today, wouldn't they? The Beatles, the bus is sold out, and the 66 is not even in there. Oh man. Volvo! My mom, rest her soul, she loved Volvos. Yeah, Porsche will. But hey, I tell you what. Let me see. Are there any 66 Porsches? Anything we see? Okay, there's a 66 S800. What's up, Melly? How you doing? So, what else could we suggest that you could get right now? Because the Sansa bus, it's sold out. It's sold out. It's sold out. I can't believe that. Right when I say you can go get that, sell out of it. All right, so what we may do is just limit it to like 66 cars. So, for instance, go get that S800 from Honda. Pick this up. If you don't have a 66 Beetle, go to the used car dealership and pick that up. Go get that because the Beetle's in the same year. This Toyota right here, pick that up. Grab that Toyota right there. I've already got one. I don't. That's from 1985. Really? That's the year Back to the Future. So yeah, let me see what's this. That's the Pantera from '71. That's the Fair Lady Z. Let's see. Sold out. Unisex. The DeLorean sold out. Wow, 462,000 on list. Credits, brother. That's it. That's a Scuderia from Ferrari. But yeah, go grab these two. Go grab that Honda S800 because we could have ourselves a little manufacturer's battle right there. So we take the 66 Beetle. Take the 66 Beetle. And put it up against like this Toyota right here, which of course you know I got a Toyota. I even have a Toyota necklace on. That's my Toyota necklace right there. I got a Toyota lanyard that I wear. I own a Toyota. Used to have the Chevy, but I don't have it anymore. You say you're gonna buy the BMW Justo? Which one? Wait, hold on. Where's my cursor? Oh. There we go. So get that S800. You said you're gonna get this BMW right here? Special picks. I should get one of those because I've always liked that BMW right there. But I'm not gonna buy one right now. I only got 5 million credits in this account. I need to go level up. I actually have one of these as a model. It's sitting up on the top of one of the speakers. On one of these. I saw that. Oh, I gotta get that. I saw one of those. But go pick up one of these. Go pick up this. Pick up the Honda. And then pick up the Toyota. Because these are manufacturers actually in the F1 race and they can actually compete. Oh, the 207? The 2007? Let's see. You want both of them? Say 2007. Right here, the M3. Yeah, that's the V8 right there, isn't it? That's the V8. That's the V8 one right there. I actually drove one of those as a stick. How much is it? 77 grand. Yeah, that's the V8. That's the V8 right there. Super GT's got the M2. I think that was older. I mean, younger of course, but still. That was from 2007. That M3 right there. So you want that one, and you want that one. Gusto's over on the vertical stream, y'all. So just in case you don't know, we got 2 streams going, vertical and horizontal. So Honda Civic. That's from '87, really? Your dream girl car. Cool. All right. So. All right, let's go and see what we have here. You know, I just realized I didn't get to do the Supra. I didn't get to do. Let's go change the oil. There's Amazon. Let's see then. We got a Supra. We'll take it. Of course. 335 horses. 3,351 pounds. Front engine, rear drive. Turbo! Turbo-tastic! You need an oil change. I mean, it's fine. It's normal, but... What are we doing? Oh, what's in the Legends dealership that I want? I want that Mercury that's in there. Is it still in there? It's still in there. Oh man, how long would it take me to go? What would I need to go do to go make 13 million? I wonder how long it's gonna be in there. I so want that. I want that car. I like these too. That's a 2.5 liter. Huh. I used to love that car too. We got one of those. We can't afford this one. 17 million credits. And of course, the Porsche. We need to grind so we can get these. We need to do some offline grinding so we can get these credits. I'm gonna get these cars. Figured to be back in there. These are up for sale now, but at S. Barker Tour from 1929. Woo! Man. Oh boy, come on. You already have this one. We already got one of those. How much is it now? 1.65 billion? I mean 1.65. Pearl Mutgren. Pearl Mutgren. Kind of nice color. All right, let's see. Well, because I'm gonna watch Z28 game and sit back and chill because I am tired. I can't believe the day went by so fast. It just went by so fast. So how much time we got left? Oh man. You know what? Let me just drive this around the track real quick. I'm not even gonna worry. I'll be happy just to get the bronze. Give me $500,000. Let me drive this thing around the track real quick. I'm not gonna really care about the getting the goal. I'm just gonna drive it around the track real quick. Grand Valley. Where are my gloves? I'm just gonna drive around the track real quick. 493 horses. 3,329 pounds. All right, it looks like it's been souped up a little bit. It's the JZA80. So we basically got full power. Super GT road car. So you need a 155, 842, 158, and a 203. I don't mind this. Oh, so it was 250,000 for the bronze. That's what that is. And I need a 158. Excuse me, y'all. As you can see, I'm tired. Yawning. Oh boy. Woo! I think I'm being hit by Tacky Yawns. You know, lights. All right, let's go. Let's get the wheel rotation right. It's a little too sensitive. Yeah, we're going to get a 1-to-1 ratio, so 90 degrees, just dial it back so you can get your wheel rotation the way it's supposed to be. Alright, so now you know. So you can figure out, okay, how much do I want to turn the wheel? It's like a 1-to-1 ratio. Hey! Did you see that? That shadow going around the track, that was weird. Kind of cool though. 800. No brake balance. Cool. Well, we don't know how close we can get to that wall. Filling it out. All right. Start over. Hit the wall twice. All right. I think I got the gist. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, gotcha. Just trying to feel the wheel. Just trying to feel the road bore. All right. Let's go. What? Really? That's sensitive. Hold on to it. Because you can feel the tire flex. That's what that spring. That's what that spring. You see that? That's in the tires on the track. That's why low profile tires. The lower the profile of the tire, oh, yep. Crap. Good thing I'm up here in the mountains by myself in California. All right, let's see. Oh! My dad always told me in old cars like that, Beetle, if you die, you die like a real man. All right, Justo. Gotta go to sleep. It's almost 2 a.m. where you are. All right, you have a good night. All right, let's see if we can get this. Yeah, because I'm just feeling this out. But you have a good night, Justo. And thanks for hanging out in stream. And keep an eye on that vertical shot. Third gear. All right, where do we want to be? I forgot to look at the Whoops, stay off that railing over there. Oh! Ooh! Oh no! We clipped the dirt. And I can understand why it would be that sensitive because you think about it, and especially with a car that's got this much power, you're gonna spin it anyway. So that penalty being that sensitive actually makes sense. Let's see what we would have come across the line at. 201. It's still red, isn't it? Yeah, because it was so late. It was so late in the lap. Now, we're way up here, aren't we? Those clouds is that water. All right, here we go. Okay, we good right there. No penalty. Oh, that's wall. Looks like this will be our first clean lap. And the brakes hard. Drop that nose down. Oh, come on. No! Son of a... Doggone it. You start getting the slow stuff. Man, gotta start over again because you got... That's gonna be the clean lap, man. Darn it. Get me on the throttle. Ooh, okay, there we go. That's a good tip there, Miller. Because third gear is just so, especially with somebody like me with a heavy foot. I can smooth it out when I need to. All right, come on. I'll fix it in a second. I think I know what it is. Said the mic's doubled up again. Again. Nope, it's not that. Yeah. So y'all can hear it. You can hear the echo. All right. If you got it turned up really loud, then yeah. Oh, that's why. I forgot to mute my audio. Thank you. Yeah, I forgot to mute. Thank you. Thank you. You're right, cause when I go to display capture, that's when I turn on the AV receiver, because that's where it's coming from. So you're right. You're right. That's that. I just looked and just checked it. So the doubling effect should be gone now. It should be gone now. All right. We just got to get across the line. All right, so that right there is not going to work. Why am I taking pictures? Retry again. Yeah, I totally forgot to switch it back. I told you my brain is. I'm all right. It's just that. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Basically, you want to ride this thing like you would ride a wave, you know? Because you'd feel it if you were actually driving on this track. You'd feel it. Small moves. Like in that movie Contact. Small moves, Ellie. Small moves. I actually called her Sparks. Did I see that movie Contact? With Jodie Foster? Come on, let's go. Now go. Four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. That should be good enough for silver. Uh-oh. Hold on to it. Hold on to it. Now I'm just having fun. All right, if I'm just having fun, then we can go open the lobbies. I just want to get a quick million. I don't need the whole 2 million. Doop, 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 doop. Oh, so what did I need? Oh, you needed 158 for the silver. Ah, that's good. It's 250,000. Just give me something. All right, because I want to go watch Coach Z. Sit in my chair, watch Coach Z, and maybe just fall asleep in front of the TV. All right, let's get out of here. At least I got something. 250 is better than 250 grand. It's better than 0. All right, Bob Lobby. Just go get some quick practice to show you. So people, I can crap. Can't even talk. So we can show people when we actually when things settle down and get back to normal. My sleep cycle returns. Then I can finally set a date. Like I said, I got the Discord open, but again, that's one of the things I was saying before because, man, I was on Threads and people were following my Threads. People were following my Instagram. I was up trying to keep up with all of it. And I was just up, 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 up. It's like I just couldn't stop. I was having fun with people, saying things. It was crazy. But so yeah, I'm just gonna open this lobby real quick. We'll see if anybody will pop in. I doubt it because there's only like 5 or 6 people watching between both channels. So all right, so create room. We already got the room. Load room. That's what we need. Bob testing. Yeah, we're just gonna pop on that real quick. And I'm gonna jump back in there. I'm gonna jump in the 66 Beetle. Load. It's a free run because we're just going to be effectively trying to tune it. So yeah, we'll be in this one. Figure 33 laps. Like I said, whatever cars show up that day. I'll limit it to the year 66. Bet time. No problem, Damo. You can do the last flat out. Okay, appreciate it, Damo. But like I said, I'd much rather I'd much rather get 250,000 credits than none. Because I didn't do it. Because I can always grind offline just to go do some of these other races just to build it up. So I just wanted to get something. Just wanted to get something because I really am tired and man. Whew. But anyway, so you have a good one, Damo. But yeah, we're gonna do 33 laps here, and then we're gonna do 20 laps in the group 3. So we're just gonna jump in here, basically just to set. Let me see. So what I want to do is I'm gonna have to pay attention to this. We're definitely going to both tracks are gonna be 53. Your buddy is entering daily B. Gotcha. So the tire wear and the fuel consumption because that's just how you read it, But never know. We might switch it around we may switch it around for race C and go 35 because if old Beetle is 53, then young Beetle would be 35, and that actually kind of because the group. The group 3 Beetle would be the younger Beetle, and we can say the group 3 Beetle would be 35. So we switch around. I think that's exactly what we're gonna do. 53 for Herbie, and then we'll do, which is actually my age, weird as that is, 53, and then we'll do 35
for Herbie Jr. So that's what we do. We go real on the slipstream. PP limit. Well, I don't know what the PP limit is. I'll have to check it because we can't do it by category. So the weight, we won't worry about the weight. We'll just limit the horsepower to. Well, we'll give people 120 horsepower because that's what mine is at. We're gonna use. We're gonna use sports. Use the tires. All tires are available. The required type, all three. You got to use all three tires. Nitros prohibited. Engine swap prohibited. The year lower limit, 1966. We'll do 66, 67. How cool is that? So that will be the limit. Oh, it actually hit 60. It did 66. Okay, we'll leave it on 66 then. 66, unrestricted. Upper limit. Okay, the lower limit. Oh, that was the. Okay, so that's the year lower limit. All right. We'll do between, because we want to keep the age range around the same thing. So we go. The lower limit will be 1960, and then the upper limit will be 66. So you got to have a car within that range, and whoever's got a 60, anything between that range, they can pop in. Aspiration unrestricted. Let's see. Can you actually put? Now that would be interesting. That would be interesting. You got naturally aspirated. You got turbocharger, supercharger. Let me see. Can you put both? I'll leave them unrestricted. I'll leave them unrestricted. Like I said, and that'll allow the power to stay at 120. The PP limit, we may be good there. Yeah, we may be good there. May be good there. All right, let's see. Counter steering active stability will be off. Traction control. Oh. Let's go up. And I'm going to save these settings. Where? Oh, I think probably won't see that because of what we got it set on. So let's go with that. Let's go with that. Couple of laps. Just a couple of laps around it. And I'll go to this track and I'll make a quick video on my settings. So let's see. Like I said, I don't think anybody's gonna pop in. So it's just gonna be me. See, you can even use that if you want. Anything in the 60s. Anything in the 60s. That's the Ford Roadster up there. But obviously, you want Beatles. Now that would be cool. That would be cool if you could donate cars. So I think it's between it's between these two. So I'm gonna jump in that one. And we're gonna go around the track. Calculating performance. So, what tires do I have on? Let's see. Ray joined the room and then left the room. Car settings. Do I have him on racing? Ah, I got racing softs on there. So sports softs. There we go. Yeah, I see that, Miller. I saw that. Like I said, I think we already got the numbers, so I'm gonna run it. I wonder if I should run them on softs. I want to get an idea, so I'm gonna do it on the sports hards. And I kind of figure. Let's see. Sports hards. Let's see.
Okay. Let's run the sports hards. A couple of laps, see what it feels like. Brake balance is... I'm going to keep it at 0 until I see what it feels like. Let's go. And that grass really slowed the car down. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's see, what kind of time? Yeah, so about 1 minute and 10 seconds, so 70 seconds. See if I can match or beat that. So that's a lot of yaw going into that turn. Ah! Ah! Oh, we just damaged our car. Yep, we just damaged our car. Let me see. Let's go in here. So yes, about 70 seconds. And of course, let's see. Huh. Let's try that. Compression, all that's good. Let's that should be good. let's try that. Let's see what that feels like. $120, Melon. Yeah, that feels a little better right there. Let's see, I know in this turn right here. Much better, much better. I need to open that up though. I need to open up the final, I need to open up the gearing. Need to open up the gearing. But yeah, these are the settings right here. I got it right there at 120. I figure give it a little bit of leeway. We'll go with 130. We'll go with 130. Let's try that. It's Formula Expert, what's up? I gotta hurry up because I want to watch Coach Z. What time is it? Yeah, we've been on about an hour and a half. That's longer than I wanted to be on. Alright, let's just do the slap. Let's go wide. Alright. Let's keep going. That's not bad. That's not bad. Gears are a lot closer. Let's see what it feels like. Oh yeah, we're not gonna hit anywhere close to that. Struggling up the hill though. We're on hard, so when you get on the softs, it'll go even faster. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so we can do 109s. All right, so about 69 seconds, 69, 70 seconds. You just multiply that by 30, and that's gonna be about how long the race would be, and then of course that would be the 66 race, and then excuse me, everyone. We have a little bit of a break. You know, if people got to go, they can't. You know, because you never know how it goes after you do 33 laps in this car, and then what? Some people don't like doing. Some people don't like Group 3. Some people don't like Group 4. But anyway, this is the livery that I'll probably use. T-Brex designed it. Car's sitting kind of nice. All right, but anyway, everyone, that's gonna be it for me. I'm actually quite sleepy, and got an hour and a half stream in. I wasn't planning to stream. I was just gonna sit in front of you because, like I said, man, my eyes are just like feel like I'm being. Anyway, I'm gonna go because I'm out. So I'm gonna go just sit and chill and watch Z28 Gaming, or yeah, go watch Z28, and see y'all next live stream. I don't know when that's gonna be, so I'm just trying to get stabilized, get my sleep and everything stabilized, because we got a lot of stuff going on here in Atlanta. You know, a lot of movie trucks, and then of course they be shooting movies and stuff. So we got a lot of digital equipment and stuff like that going on. So, but other than that, I'll see y'all next live stream. I'm gonna get out of here. I'll be saying goodbye for the next 30 minutes. I'm just gonna go. See y'all later. Bye bye now. Oh, the stream is over. If you put your pickles in the freezer, because I still gotta go get some, you can take them out now and take a bite. See y'all later. Bye. God willing.